I'm playing the game, Mike. I got my headphones on.
Live from Cleveland, this
Playing
is
the game. I got my
Progressive
headphones on,
Field.
so I won't be
MLB
able
The
to hear you.
Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Cleveland Guardians. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the mound today, Gavin Williams.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
All right, ready to get underway. Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. Fouled off down the right side. Fought off foul. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
At the plate, Andrew Vaughn. 2 for 7 in the series so far. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And the 0-1. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
And that one hammered. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. White Sox nothing. Guardians coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And pitching here today, number 61. How about a scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. In the 6th spot for them in this one, Kyle Manzardo.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
And that is in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at bat alive.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And Benintendi able to make the grab. 2 outs, base is empty. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. There's a strike.
First pitch changeup, he gets a called strike. You got to really know who that hitter is at the plate in order to throw that pitch again and again.
One strike.
Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. 2 outs. And they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Here's a 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Guardians turned away in the first. We played 1 in Cleveland with no score on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, stepping in, J.D. Martinez. Williams, a 6'6" righty, 25 years old, a former first-round pick in 2021. Headed towards the corner, and a foul ball. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Swing and a miss. Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
From hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in 2-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at bat.
Brennan makes the grab, and there's 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. And the batter now, Mike Tauchman. And first offering is fouled off.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Second inning here, no score. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is here in Cleveland, bottom of the second. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Splits the plate. That's strike 1. Outside with a breaking ball. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way.
The 1-2. And down on strikes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
John Kenzie Noel in the box here, and lets that one go for a ball. There's a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Outside low, 2-1. And that one lifted in the air center field. He makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. Here's Josh Rojas. Williams back to work. Hard hit to third. Sends it to first. One up, one down. So up next, Gage Workman trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Quan pulls it down, and there's two gone. Matt Thaiss comes up to hit here. Back up the middle and a base hit. So now back to the top of the order. Back to the top of the lineup. And here is Sosa to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Taps softly to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Yeah, that's fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Close one, doesn't get the call. And 1-1. Stays alive.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
And there's a ball. In the dirt, and that's ball 3. Gets a piece and stays alive. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Brian Rocchio in the box now. Takes strike one. Naylor gets his lead at first. Nobody out. In the dirt. And the runner holds. The 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Runner at first with no outs here. 3-2 now.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game. Here's Lane Thomas now. Fly to left his first time. Right through there for a strike. In the dirt, blocked. Tag, safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Naylor around third. Now a long throw home. But it's offline. And it's 1-0.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run.
There goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, and he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Gets down, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. And up next for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Right down to shoot. And that's strike one. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Missed with a changeup. Now 2 balls and a strike. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Here's Jose Ramirez. And that one's a little bit low. 1-0. just missed.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Hits the fence. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. The throw to third, and he's in safely at third as 2 runs score on the play.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there. He got into an advantage count. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Fights it off. He'll see another. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 runs for him here. Back now at Progressive Field. And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Ripped on a line. He dives, but he can't make the catch. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Benintendi to the plate. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. And he'll move up to second, no problem. Should be a pass ball, and that takes away the double play.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and heart of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
No outs, runner on second. Swung on, broken back grounder to third. On the run, throw to first. On the money, nice play. J.D. Martinez stands in. He was a strikeout victim his first time. In the dirt. Man at second. Late swing fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner from second crosses the plate. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double. Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
The 1-1 is fouled off. So man in a scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Nice job recovering to complete the strikeout at first base right there. Even though the runner from second does move up to third, it's not a big deal in this situation now that they're 2 outs. Just makes blocking pitches in the dirt to this next batter even more critical.
Tachman now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Line drive. Brennan puts it away, and that'll do it. Sox get 1 on the RBI double. It's now. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. There's a strike. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star Game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. thought the city overall supported the event really well. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Now the White Sox manager is Jairo Iriarte taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Just missed.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. Hitting the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark, I think just was the icing on the cake.
That one drifts inside. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit. And the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
To short, could be two. Workman tossed to second on the Vaughn. Two. So they go. Ready now for the fifth inning. And now here is Josh Rojas. Slapped foul.
You know, these White Sox definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game. Gage Workman, the next to hit.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Dice in his 4th year, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That one way inside. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back here in Cleveland. Here's Brian Rocchio. All right, S.V.G, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. Iriarte winds and deals. Hit on the ground to short. Workman sends it across to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Hard hit, right side. Whips it to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. Williams back to work. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
What is wrong with me?
Slow roller up the middle. Tosses to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. So up next for Chicago, Andrew Vaughn. 1 for 2. Breaks his bat. There's a soft liner. Oh, a great flip. He is safe, and that was bang, bang at first.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base, regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact.
Damn.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there.
Damn.
Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And Martinez. On the ground at first, and that's just foul. With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Late with the swing there.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Outside low. Now 1-2. Blows high. He passed him. That's a strikeout. One hit. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And first offering is fouled off. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. And Ramirez is set down.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
That's to third, Rojas. And a couple of quick outs. And now the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
0-2 now. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He goes down looking. The guard. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Activity in the bullpen. Cade Smith, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Sewald getting cranked up as well. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
He's got it. 2 down.
So those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Hit in the air, left field. And that is that.
Terrible. The offense is garbage as fuck.
Here in Cleveland, leading off, John Kenzie Noel. Inside, just missed. And a slider in there for a strike. And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in. So you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball. But either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Damn.
And that's a fair ball. And it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Slings to first in time. Thomas in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Close, but called the ball.
That was a strike.
And it's 1 and 2.
Are you serious?
That's a good pitch there.
That was
really
a fucking
had some
strike.
run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
That was a fucking
that's
strike.
what it was. If you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That was a fucking strike.
Naylor at second with 2 down. Squirts away a little bit. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Cade Smith.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Whitesox now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a ground ball, and it stays fair.
Wow.
Gage Workman with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Lenny Sosa now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Way outside, and it gets away. Workman into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. And that is out of play. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that one is lifted in the air. Brennan. Out. Number 2. Now here is Andrew Vaughn. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
Damn,
Andrew.
Andrew.
Foul off first.
Damn.
He's under it. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out.
Trash. Yeah, Trash.
And we're back on to the bottom of the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Will Brennan. And that one hit to first, and it goes just foul. Now 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the air to left down the line. Benintendi ranging after it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Line drive. Snags it for the 2nd out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 1-1. 2 out, space is empty. Hard hit left side. Fires across the diamond. That's the inning. Emmanuel Clase on to try and close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
That one fouled off. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Oh my
Swung
God!
on, belted.
Yes, yes, yes,
That
yes.
one back there.
Oh, he crushed it. He
Gone.
crushed that. Yes.
That's one way to quiet the crowd. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 3-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
See, ever wonder what a 480-foot home run looks like? Well, here you go.
Just absolutely amazing, Boog. I mean, StatCast tells the whole story right there clearly, but just so impressive in real time, but even more so when you got the data to back it up. A guy knows he crushed it, but when he sees the numbers, it's like, yeah, that's exactly what it felt like.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And he chases that one. And that's the 1st out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Now that one in triple digits.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
Got him swinging for the K. White Sox down to their final out. Here's Mike Tauchman. 0 for 3 in this one.
Damn.
Hit hard on the ground to short.
They are trash.
Throw first, ball game. And the Guardians win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything.
They trash.